welcome to the TMZ Swiftie podcast. I'm Melanie Miller.
And I'm Christina Cavallari. We have a massive episode for you today. Starting off with Taylor Swift breaking news, we have a special little bit from you.
Yeah, I got an interview with people refer to her as mother.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelce update. Why is he not in Australia?
Yep. We have a lot to talk about from the Melbourne tour.
Well done, Melbourne.
Melbourne! You know who does call it Melbourne? Taylor Swift.
I did
multiple
notice
times.
I did notice.
Yeah, we have a special guest from the show.
Yes, Mel Christina. She is a Aussie radio and television superstar. She went to all the shows down under. And then we have our fun fact, of course, and some comments we've received.
My favorite new segment. I do hear you.
We hear you.
Okay, good.
But yeah, make sure to follow Swiftie wherever you get your podcast so you don't miss an episode every Tuesday and Friday.
So our first segment of the day is, of course, Taylor Swift breaking news. And boy, do I have a story for you.
This is so good.
So my job at TMZ is a TMZ field reporter, which means I hang out in public areas, restaurants in Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, and I try to interview celebrities. We want to have a conversation with them, something they'd be interested in talking about. And on Friday afternoon, I ran into the one and only Lana Del Rey.
Massive name. Well done.
Oh, thanks.
What did she do?
What?
What did she do when she saw you?
Well, I've come in contact with her before.
You're basically friends.
I would say that I thought we were friends. She sort of saw me and hid behind something and until all of her friends were there and she walked to the valet.
God, Melanie.
Yeah, so that wasn't a great beginning. She was taking a bunch of photos with fans, and I go, maybe I can just ask her about the rumors. I tell her, I see
What
her.
rumors?
I see her taking photos. She's walking to valet, and I say, hey, we have the video. Hey, Lana.
So nice seeing you.
I'm so excited for Coachella. I can't wait to see you. Is there...
Okay.
It's one truck.
Taylor Swift is my favorite person alive. Is there any chance she does Snow on the Beach with you at Coachella? Sorry?
It's a truck.
Can you? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Lana. It's great to see you. Bye. I'm so sorry to celebrities everywhere. I just want to have a conversation. So I say, what? And this is a question that everybody wants to know. Everyone's dying over this. I'm trying to get to the truth, to the bottom. I'm trying to help the Swiftie community. Will Taylor Swift come out on stage with you at Coachella and sing Snow on the Beach live?
Great question.
Who could be mad at that question?
No one. What did she say?
She said, that's all she says. And I go, what? And she goes, then her mom goes, we're done.
Oh, no.
I said, okay, Lana. And then I joyfully say, can't wait to see you at Coachella. And then
Oh, you did more.
That isn't the best part of the story. This is the best part of the story. So she goes to valet. She gets in her car. She drives towards me. I'm standing at the corner on the crosswalk, and I'm on the phone, and I give half a hand heart to her. I just look at her, and I'm like, hand heart, like a Trace Petey, an olive branch, like, I'm so sorry. I really do love you.
Classic Swiftie move. Everyone knows the hand heart.
Yes, I just hand heart her. And then I go, I really am going to Coachella. I really do love you. And then she rolls down her window and she says, I'm so sorry. I'm just camera shy. And I say,
wait, are you filming at this point?
No, I wasn't filming.
Oh.
Because we do want to have a good relationship with celebrities. She clearly was like done with the interview. So I just wanted to like try to like say thank you. I'm sorry. Just want to make peace. So she rolls down her window and I say, hi, I'm Melanie. And she goes, it's nice to meet you. And I go, I really am going to Coachella. And Taylor Swift really is my favorite person alive. And she goes, she's just the best, isn't she? And I go, oh, yes. And that point, I'm like, oh my God, I'm talking to someone who regularly talks to Taylor Swift. So I'm freaking out. And then
You're basically talking to Taylor Swift.
I'm basically talking to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So then I noticed she's in this like great Dodge Ram truck, and I'm
Okay.
like, and it's like not a new truck,
What color?
black.
Oh,
And I'm like, in my mind, like this is all I can think about in my head. I'm like, I literally say to her, I go, I love that you drive a truck. And she goes, 2012, 16K, all paid off, baby.
all paid off.
And I go, let's go, Lana. And she goes, woo. And I go, bye. She goes, bye. And then drives away in her paid off Dodge Ram 2012 $16,000 truck.
That's a great interaction at the end there. Now I think you have officially become probably friends zone.
We're in the
with-
friend zone?
Yeah,
We're
with Lana.
acquaintances?
Acquaintances, yeah. Does she know your name?
Well, I told her my name is Melanie.
Oh, okay.
I feel like, Lana, if you're listening, I love you. And I'm so excited to see you at Coachella.
So do we think that Taylor will be there from those comments?
I mean, I don't know. Because her last thing, like, I think she was just going to say to me at the end, like, I'm just trying to get lunch or something.
Yeah.
Look,
she wasn't going to say definitely anything, but it's a nice conversation. She didn't completely deny it.
She didn't deny it.
No, she didn't.
She did not deny it.
No, she didn't say yes and she didn't say no.
She did not deny it.
We can still hope. There's hope.
I'm going to take that not denial as a big flaming yes.
I thought you would.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what happened to me last week.
That's a great story.
Yeah. The happiest day of my life. Except for if I meet Taylor. Okay.
Moving on.
On to other things.
Speaking of Taylor, because so Taylor last week, it was revealed that she donated $100,000 to the family of Lisa Lopez Galvin, who was unfortunately the woman that tragically died in the Kansas City parade shooting after the Super Bowl. And she did it through their GoFundMe, which was for the family, and it was two
$50,000.
Yeah, two separate donations. So obviously you can't donate $100,000 in one go.
50K is the cutoff.
And it was made under Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Imagine like going through that and then just saying, is that the real Taylor Swift?
Yeah. I mean, it has to be for $100,000.
Yeah. And she's written, sending my deepest sympathies and condolences in the wake of your devastating loss. With love, Taylor Swift. She wrote alongside.
I think this is two things. I think she's a decent person, more than a decent person. She's a really good person. But I also think like Travis has been going through it, and I think she wanted to show support.
Yeah.
For Travis.
100%. She's so generous. She donates so much money.
It had nothing to do with her.
Just in Victoria, she donated to Food Bank.
She does that. She did that in every stop on the tour
$1 million.
in the US.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. She's so kind. And even in the biggest tour of her life, she's still going to stop and think, no, I need to do this.
Yeah.
She was spotted.
Yeah.
At the airport, heading to Sydney.
Sydney.
And what was she wearing?
So she was at the airport. She was wearing what a lot of fans think to be the actual hat that Travis wore when he like won the Super Bowl, not the one that like she was given. Like everyone's saying like she's wearing his hat. So she's wearing like the Super Bowl Kansas City Chiefs champions hat. And then she's also wearing the bracelet he got her, TNT friendship bracelet.
Travis and Taylor.
I think this is a very big, like, I am seeing Travis get drugged through the mud.
Online.
He's a decent person. Like, I don't know if she's trying to, like, change the narrative or show her support, but I think it's just her being like, I love this guy.
Yeah, we can be on opposite sides of the world. I'm still thinking about him, what he's going through, what Kansas City's going through right now. She's still, even though she's not there, she is there and she's still thinking about everyone.
And supporting him as a boyfriend.
Definitely. And she was wearing a red t-shirt too.
Oh, that's a good little Easter egg.
Thank you. Yeah. So off to Sydney she goes.
Yes.
We'll touch more on the tour in Australia when we chat to Mel Tracina as well.
Okay.
There's lots to talk about.
Okay. We do have a Travis update.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, on the same subject of Australia, Travis is not in Australia.
There.
He was spotted getting lunch with one of his friends in Kansas City, looking real low-key, joyful.
Yeah. we thought he would be in Australia after he said in New Heights that he was going to somewhere south, an island. But then, of course, the tragedy happened last week. Probably why he's not.
You think
in
that's
Australia.
why?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like he's wrapping up the Super Bowl shit, taking a break. I feel like he was probably always planned on going just to Sydney.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I mean, he was like going. You think he's gonna like jump on a? I mean, Taylor obviously jumped on a plane for the Super Bowl, but like, obviously she has more dates. I can't imagine him just like turning around after 4 straight days of partying, no sleep. I feel like the plan was just to go to Sydney anyway.
Yeah. I think the parade shooting may have had something to do with him possibly staying, just because I think he's in a lose-lose situation. If he
Yeah.
doesn't stay, if he does go.
But then he doesn't go because of the shooting, and then it's like, well, Taylor's not being supported by her boyfriend. Why isn't Travis Kelce there?
Well, Taylor has a lot more. She's got a lot of concerts coming up. She's got the whole of Europe.
I know,
well.
but if he doesn't show up to Sydney, that's what people will say.
People say a lot of things. But Travis has donated $100,000 to the Reyes family, whose 2 daughters were shot at the Kansas City Chiefs parade. So a lot of donations coming through, which is really beautiful. And the Chiefs announced on Friday that the Hunt Family Foundation and the NFL have made a combined donation of $200,000 to the KC Strong Fund, which goes to victims, their families, first responders, and gun violence prevention programs.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, which is really great. And Patrick and Brittany Mahomes also donated, along with their 15 and the Mahomes Foundation.
I love
50 grand.
Mahomes. And they went to the hospital to hang out with the kids.
So there's been a lot of support.
Yeah.
A lot of, which is what I think everyone
wanted
to see.
And wanted to, they did the right thing.
100%. And they always were going to. I don't think there was any doubt in anyone's mind that they weren't going to.
I know. Everyone just jumped to conclusions.
Yeah, you got to act fast, apparently.
I guess.
Online.
Can't think about anything.
Got to be quick.
Got to be quick with these people. This is a very, very exciting time to be a Swiftie. Let's talk tour talk.
Yes.
We are back on tour, and there is so much going on.
Every single show, something more is given to us.
Yes.
A little tidbit, a little Easter egg, something different, a new surprise song. Everything is just being laid out for us.
The beginning is, did we talk about this last week? She revealed a new cover for the Tortured Poets department. I don't think we did we?
I think we did. I think we cut it.
So this is huge. She released a new cover for the Tortured Poets department. And then she sang You're Losing Me.
Yes.
Which is personally one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs of all time.
Beautiful song.
It's off the Midnights album. And a lot of people thought that it was directed at Joe Alwyn. And I think that Taylor is confirming to us, the Swiftie community, that this whole entire album is about Joe Alwyn because of the text message name. And now she's singing You're Losing Me, which was presumed to be about Joe, and putting the title up. So I hope, the best thing I hope from this album is that Taylor Swift lights Joe Alwyn's ass up.
I think it's very clear that she is going to. But there was also talk that one of the songs is about
Matthew
Healy.
The file name, no. The file name that she put up on the screen,
The Bolter,
was called The Bolter. And we know the first time that we saw Taylor and Joe out in 2019, they went to a bar called
The Bolter.
The Bolter.
And they were bolting
when she left the VMAs after she announced Midnights.
Yes.
She was seen bolting with Joe, leading her to the car.
Someone's tweeted, which is actually hilarious. They've put, I bet the introduction of the Bolter is 2.7 seconds, the exact amount of times it took for them to get into the car.
Wait, was that the time? Was that the time of the video?
I don't know. I didn't record it, but someone's tweeted that.
That the video that we saw bolting to the car was 2.7 seconds?
I have to check that.
Interesting. I wonder what album number.
What are you doing to your face?
I don't know. I'm just so stressed. Like, what number on the album is The Bolter? Is that the bonus track? Is that 17?
I think that would be a bonus track for sure.
Yeah.
But she's given us all the.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.7
seconds.
Yeah.
A bonus 2.7. Right?
Yes.
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. So that is just the beginning of what happened on tour.
In Melbourne, by the way. That was all in Melbourne.
In Melbourne.
Yes. She spoilt her Aussie Swifties. And someone has come on to talk to us about how the Aussie Swifties were, how the whole Melbourne tour went down, and that is Australian radio and television star Mel Tracina.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
I'm Mel.
I love doing that to people, but I'm a Melissa.
Oh.
So yeah.
I'm a Melanie.
Now we can't be friends.
Awkward.
I really, it actually bothers me when people that are named Melissa call themselves Mel, because it's like, well, it's not where Mel is. It's Melanie is short for Mel, and that's really it.
You know, I do agree. I get Melanie all the time. Everyone thinks that's my proper name. So
good.
it is on me. I appreciate that.
This is a great first impression for you, Mel, to my Mel friend in Australia. Thank you.
She's also, previously, I want to just mention that she discussed that Vegemite was disgusting.
Yeah, I chose not to bring that up because she's wrong. Anyway.
No, born and bred Aussie, and Vegemite is horrible. Come at me.
Thank you. Thank God.
They'll come at you in the comments, most likely. Mel, you're in Melbourne. We've just seen over 288,000 Swifties over 3 nights at the MCG. What is the vibe like?
Were you there?
Yes, I was there. I was lucky enough to go to the Friday and Saturday night. So 2 of the 3 Melbourne shows that I got to attend. And the vibe was unlike anything that I have ever experienced. And I've been saying this, whether or not you're a Swiftie, this is a moment. This is a moment in our pop culture history where we will look back and be like, where were you when Taylor Swift The Eras Tour came to Australia? Were you there?
No.
And that's exactly what it's been.
She's not going.
Not me.
Can I ask you a question? I feel like number one, Taylor appreciates her Australian fans more than anyone. Like, it seems like she's favoring them.
Yeah, I mean, I can't comment because I haven't been to any of the shows in other places, but I will say that there were a couple of things that made us Aussies think that she loves us the most.
Okay, what were they?
One of them would be on the Saturday night, because she has an acoustic part of her show. On the Saturday night show, she actually gave us 3 songs medleyed into one during the acoustic version, which makes everyone think that she owes Australia money. It was next level. Like, everyone was just losing their mind over it. And I would say the next thing would be, because the stadium, we had a sold out show every night for her of 96,000 fans. And on Friday night, when her and her dancers came out on stage, you could tell they were blown away. Like, you could just see it in their faces. And Taylor told us that we were the biggest crowd that they performed to, not just on the tour, but ever.
That's true.
And that was so special. And I've got it on recording, and it gives me goosebumps every time I hear her say it. It was just incredible.
That would have been so unbelievable to be at. Mel, were you, sorry.
Go ahead.
Mel, were you there when she made the comment about saying that she was lonely while writing folklore? So we obviously know that she was during COVID, she was writing folklore, and she was still with Joe Alwyn. Were you there for that night? And she says, I was imagining that instead of being a lonely millennial woman covered in cat hair drinking my weight in white wine, I was a ghostly Victorian lady wandering through the woods with a candle in a candlestick holder.
Before performing Betty, which was a song that she co-wrote with Joe Alwyn.
Yes, she said all of those. I can confirm. I was there for that show.
Do you think that was aimed at Joe?
Yes, because I heard people in the crowd being like, "Oh, that's for Joe." Like, I heard other Swifties saying it. So yes, I believe that it was.
And the Bolter, she put the file name of the new album, The Bolter, Joe.
Yes, wild. So she gave us details on the album. Can I read you what she had written about the new album, Tortured Poets?
Yeah.
So I just quoted based off what she said off my video recordings. I had a lot of them. She said, Tortured Poets is an album that I think more than any of my albums that I've ever made, I needed to make. It was really a lifeline for me, just the things I was going through, the things I was writing about. It kind of reminded me of why songwriting is something that actually gets me through my life. I've never had an album where I needed songwriting more. This is what she said about the Tortured Poets department. And then she, of course, showed us the version with the bolter.
Just quickly before you go, Mel, who do you think are more intense, us Aussie Swifties or any other Swifties from any other country? Mainly
Okay.
America.
Okay, I can't comment on the crowd, but I will go off what Taylor said. Because on the Saturday night show, don't roll your eyes, Mel. On the Saturday night show, Taylor Swift said, because she's got eyes in the crowd at every show, and her little minions have reported back that the Swifties in Melbourne had the best outfits to the show that anyone has ever seen on the tour. And on that note, I will let you decide whether Aussie Swifties are better than all the other Swifties in the world.
I'm so offended. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, Andrea Swift herself told me that I looked exactly like Taylor Swift and that you need to calm down video. I don't know if you noticed this rack behind us. Melissa. These are all of my clothes. And I don't know if you can tell that they're in order of all the eras. How dare you?
They look, I'm very inspired, but you do not represent all of your people, okay? Australia is where it's at.
Australia Swifties, you heard it here first. Aussie Swifties.
If you come here, you better watch your back. See you later,
Thank
Mel.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
I think we're better friends. Oh.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Shock. This is why everyone thinks you're so mean to me.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna.
I'm very afraid people hate me. Are we gonna talk about the rest of all of this stuff?
I'd like to talk
her?
about Oliver Mills. So the person who got the 22 hat,
Oliver Mills.
one of the people that got the 22 hat.
I
Yes.
have a bone to pick with this man.
Oh, you have a bone to pick with so many people.
But I don't have a bone to pick with the Chats and Reacts girlies.
No.
So, we talked a little bit about this with Mel,
Mhm.
but Oliver Mills got the 22 hat, I think, for the sheer reason that he's an attractive man and sings karaoke to Taylor Swift in the car. We all do that.
Which is rare. Not a lot of guys like Taylor
A
Swift.
lot of guys like Taylor Swift. A lot.
A lot that are open and proudly singing on Instagram Taylor Swift.
Shout out to my guy Trevor, actually. I would really like to give this guy a shout out because if anybody should have received the Taylor Swift hat, this guy has been riding for Taylor for so long. Trevor Norris, I think he started doing this well.
So,
hold on.
It's strange to think the songs we used to sing, the smile, the flowers, everything is gone.
I haven't seen him before.
This is my guy Trevor Norris.
Is he in Melbourne?
No.
So what are we talking about then? She needed someone in Melbourne.
I know, but Trevor Norris has been a huge Taylor Swift fan, never got invited the way Oliver Mills did to the show in the US. Like, I'm just like...
So have you got a bone to pick with Oliver or a bone to pick with Taylor?
I think I have a bone to pick with Australian Swifties.
Oh, don't be doing that.
No, I do, because she's given them preferential treatment.
We just gave her the biggest audience of her entire career, 96,000 people in one night.
Okay, so in the US, we had 70,000 people a night. She had multiple days at those shows, and we don't have a venue that holds 96,000 people.
That sounds like a you problem.
She let Oliver Mills sit in the VIP tent. She let Chats and Reacts, Bonnie and Emily, these are huge Taylor Swift fans, which I think is very well deserved because they literally listen to songs, they react to her new music, they react to songs on YouTube. They have a whole thing. Taylor wrote them a special note. They got to sit in the VIP tent and didn't even get the 22 hat. Oliver Mills barely sings about Taylor Swift.
I think Taylor is going to choose who she wants to choose to get the hat. She obviously loves his videos. She told him when he came up to the front. She loves him. She's like, you're so funny.
I know. He's hot, though.
He's cute, yeah.
I would say, listen, Taylor, please, when you come back to the US, please look at my guy, Trevor Norris. Because that man, he deserves a 22 hat like Oliver Mills. He's been riding and dying for you for the last 3 years.
I think she would be well aware of him.
It's Black History Month. Come on, Taylor. We don't have to give everything to the white guys. Does anyone have anything to say?
Let's move. Well, I need to see Wild shaking his head.
Why are you shaking your head at me, Wild? This is my guy, Trevor.
That's Trevor messaging you now. All right, let's go to our fun facts.
All right.
Wrapping up tour talk.
Let's go.
Fun fact also that happened in Melbourne, and she's just giving us so much. I'm so proud to be Australian right now.
Yeah,
and
good for
Aussie
you.
Swiftie. It's made me really depressed
Like,
that
she
I
doesn't
wasn't
even
there.
care about her US fans.
She's just there, right? She cares about all her fans, Mel. She just is there right now, and she hasn't been on tour for so long. She's just come from Tokyo. She's seeing all these faces. She's excited. It's rare for us to get a lot of people coming visiting us. Okay.
You know how hard I fought to try to get into the backstage tea party?
Where?
She throws a tea party at the end of all of her concerts. She's not doing it for this tour, but I'm just never going to meet Taylor. That's why I'm mad.
Don't put that out in the universe.
Saddest day of my life.
You've seen her Eras tour like 4 or 5 times. I still have to sell my ticket to my Sydney. Well, no, it's not a competition. Anyway, fun fact, Taylor Swift officially announces that she can now play any surprise song as many times as she wants on the Eras tour.
So from now on, I'm just gonna I don't want to take any paint colors out of the paint box of colors. I don't want to take any tools out of the toolbox. What's the metaphor I'm looking for? I want to be able to play songs more than once if I feel like it, and I want to be able to make changes to songs and be creative.
I think this is yet again another nod to Travis, because if you don't know the song, Come Back, Be Here. Is that wrong? But basically she sings about like how it's not fair that like I'm so far away and I don't get to see you and I don't get to be with you and all I really want to do is see you. That's the song, Come Back, Be Here.
Yeah.
And then she plays Daylight right after that. And like it's like all about falling in love. So
Head over heels.
head over heels.
Yeah.
It's like,
Constantly thinking about him.
oh my God. Like she may as well just come out and be like, Travis Kelce.
Well, she did.
I love you, Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce.
Well, she did when she changed the lyrics to Karma.
I know, but that's when he was there. She hasn't
Yeah.
done it since. And I
No.
prefer if she just full-time changed the lyrics because now everyone loves that.
I mean, Travis isn't out there on the field being like, hey, Taylor.
But he does that in our New Heights podcast, like, Tay, Tay,
Yeah,
Tay,
that's true.
Tay, Tay.
And the NFL does
Thanks,
it enough for him
Tay.
anyway.
Yeah. I mean, they've made the whole entire football season about Taylor. She may as well make her entire Eras tour about Travis. And we want that. Did you see that in Australia, in the Melbourne tour? Did I get that right? Melbourne
did.
tour? There was like tons of 87 Travis Kelce
Yeah, I did
jerseys
see that.
everywhere.
Well, where she's playing is at the MCG, or played at the MCG.
What does that mean?
That is our Super Bowl stadium, our AFL Grand Final stadium.
What do you play there?
Football. Aussie rules football.
Is it soccer or football?
It's football.
Soccer or football?
Football.
So is it a soccer ball or a football?
It's a football, an Australian football.
So what does it mean?
So we have football, you have football. They're just very different.
But is
very
it the same
different.
sport?
Yeah, but our version, Australia.
Is it soccer or
Version.
football?
It's called Aussie rules football. It's AFL. It's Australian football. Google it.
Do they throw the ball with their hands or kick it with their feet?
They kick it with their feet.
So
they
it's
handball
soccer.
it. No. But it's not like a soccer kick.
Is it a round ball?
No, it's like an oval shape. It's very similar to your ball.
How do you kick a football?
I'm going to Google it and I'll show you. It's like,
Well, why don't you explain to the people?
I'm a terrible football player. They just kick it off the toe of their boot.
Like rugby?
No, it's Australian football. It's Aussie rules football. Are we done with this subject?
Okay.
And our last segment. We should introduce a segment, Aussie rules football, for you, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so. Aussie rules football. Aussie rules the football. Aussie rules
Just
football.
AFL, footy. We call it footy.
Jesus.
We hear you,
We have a new segment called We Hear You.
Megman.
And we have heard you. I'd like to start out with some of this.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So,
What if someone said?
I don't know how to say her name or his name. They said, I was all in for this, but Melanie is just mean to her co-host. Maybe it's a bit, but it's exhausting to listen to. followed up with a comment by Christina. I love the idea of this.
Was it me?
Yeah, it's probably you.
It's me.
You bitch. Melanie's such a bitch to me. Melanie's a horrible and miserable co-host. Replace her! It's probably you in all the comments.
Even spelled the way I spell it.
That's a common way to spell Christina. I love the idea of this podcast. Melanie, I seriously love you on TMZ. That feels like something you'd say. But the vibe honestly feels off. There's like a competitiveness and it's annoying to watch. I want to see you guys get along and vibe about your love of being a Swiftie, not trying to outdo the other.
We hear you. I appreciate your input.
I don't know how to...
Let's go back to you being mean to me.
Yeah. Am I mean to you? Do you stay up at night crying over all the mean things I've said to you?
Not about at night, but I do go into the bathroom sometimes after the episode.
You do not. You don't.
And scene.
They're going to kill me.
No, I generally don't think you're mean to me. Like, you did my cards today.
I do her cards every day. That's really all I do. The truth is...
I'm pretty thick-skinned. I think you're just being sarcastic. I don't think you generally are mean to me. I think we like each other. We're friends.
Yeah, we went to drinks.
We did.
And we've really just met each other. And I think that maybe we're like new friends, so it's like on the like recess. Like during recess, like when you're mean to the person you like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cute.
I'm just trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Do I have it?
Yeah. Mel, you've got a lot of people's attention, not just mine.
Okay.
Anyway, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Thanks, Swifties, for listening to us. I'm Christina. Mel.
Hi, I'm Melanie.
You can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can watch us on YouTube if you want to see what we're wearing, our little Swiftie home.
Please follow. Please like us. And please leave a comment.
Yes. Any questions, any topics you want to talk about, anything, we hear you and we'll read them and you may get read on an episode.
You probably will get read on an episode.
Thanks, Swifties.
Bye!